Hey guys, Lateef here. Wanted to share with you a great way for roofing contractors to generate more and more appointments and get more sales. And one of the new things that I set out on was this REHASH program. And I can tell you the results. 1,400 old reach outs resulted in 200 appointments set. All right, so welcome back. And what we're going to do is start working on the second part of our REHASH program. So we built, if you remember, we built the contact tag, the trigger, and we communicate to people in three different ways, which was voicemail, SMS, and email. We used the wait to create some different stages, and then we also created our opportunities that we moved from pending to first attempt. So we got one attempt in. That alone, guys, that alone is going to get you some small percentage of response. Those are the people that are going to say, yes, I'm interested. So what are we going to do with the yes? So they say yes. We've already got come here. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait. We're going to wait not too long. Now I'm looking at my other screen because I just want to make sure what we've done in the other model, just to make sure. So I'm going to wait like up to half a minute, let's just say. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building from here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first move this opportunity to a different pipeline stage. So I'm going to go ahead and say rehash, change that, guys. Contact full name. If I hadn't done that above, I need to go correct that. I'll have to take a look if I did or didn't do that. Opportunity source, lead value. So now at this point, they've committed. So I'm going to just call it $1,000 value. You guys know what your leads are worth. Put that number in there. And what we're going to do there. And what we're going to do is call this a win. So we're going to make it a win. And what we're going to do is leave it in the stage that it's in. We don't need to move it anywhere. We're just basically going to leave it in the stage that it's in. And what we're doing is just marking it as a win. Boom. There we go. We have this person as a win. And this is going to be mark as win. All right. So now from a technical standpoint, we have them over as a win. But what we want to do now is actually go ahead and reach out to them, right? So let's go ahead and put something else in between there. Let's put a SMS and let's say, now we don't know what they say. So we want to go ahead and create a little bit of logic in your language when you're building these. Sounds great. Great. Would you like to schedule a time now for me to call you? All right. Now it could be for me to visit you. It could be whatever. But because we've already met with them, most likely, I think a phone call or a Zoom meeting would be good here. So we can schedule a Zoom meeting. We can do different things like that, right? Now that's one way, and I could put it there and I can mark it down as a win. And I could wait for a reply and I could create an internal notification. So one thing I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to try to create an internal notification. So I'm going to put a notification here and I'm just going to do a notification. Now, look, guys, if you don't use the system, I suggest start using it. But if you want to, you can SMS yourself to a custom number. I like to use notifications. I like it all to be in the app. It just pushes me back in there. So this is going to be, we're going to call this a win for... And then we're going to put contact full name. So a win, or let's say new op, because that's our win, right? We haven't really sold it. What we're doing is getting somebody saying something positive. And we're just saying, we have a positive, however, whatever you want to write here, reply from contact value, full name from the rehash program. Please engage, right? And then if you want, you could keep your little thing in there. I'm going to put BUMS.AI. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to save that in there. And that way, all that stuff is going to get in there. Now, what's it saying? Oh, here. I want to redirect to the conversation. That's when I click on that notification, where's it taking me? And I want this to, at the moment, notify all users, but you might want a particular user in the future, the assigned user, things like that. For right now, I'm going to use all users. And I would suggest doing that until you figure out where your notifications are going and slowly but surely compressing them back to exactly where they're supposed to go. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself missing some opportunities. And I think that's a problem. I'd rather be overly alerted at first and then work through how I want that to work. So there's a little system there. Now, that's great. We got our yeses. It's awesome. We are now notified. We asked them and we're good to go. We got to engage. But what about if we started now bringing in AI? What if we brought in something kind of cool? So check this out. We're going to go in and I'm going to go into AI appointment bot.
And I'm going to show you how this works too. So check this out. So what we're going to do is we'll use the property inspection folder for right now, the calendar. My suggestion here is to create a new calendar for your Zoom or whatever it might be. And we're going to let this bot run for 8 hours, let's just say, or what the hell, let's call it 24 hours. That just means how long it'll keep trying to get this appointment. So instead of this here, which I'll save real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up to my SMS. If you remember, I'm going to grab that SMS. I'm going to delete that action real quick. Now remember, I want to delete that action, not delete all actions. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck doing it over. I'm going to say right here, sounds great. Would you like to schedule, a time now for me to call you? I to schedule a time. I'm going to put the word here now for me to call you. For us to connect. Sounds a little better, right? And let's go ahead and save that. Boom. Okay, so now that's set, right? So let's go ahead and test this method out to understand what's happening. Right now, we're just going down one funnel, the positive funnel. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably your least, initially, this is probably your least activated funnel. What's going to happen is more people are either not going to respond at all, and there's going to be some percentage that says, hey, we moved on, we found another contractor, we're in good hands, whatever it might be, right? So you're going to have that as well. Now, one thing I'm going to do here for testing, and I'm going to let you guys know this too. Go ahead and set up allow reentry, because I'm testing using my number, but if I don't use reentry, then I won't be allowed to be in there. And it looks like Lateef's already in this wait stage at pending. So let's go ahead and forward this guy over. All right. And then let me refresh this page and see where we're at. So here we go. What you're going to see is Lateef's been left a voicemail. And actually, just as we're speaking, I'm seeing my phone light up here. And let's see if I can make the camera show this, but it shows missed call, right? And I have my phone on Do Not Disturb right now, but you wouldn't have heard it ring either way. It's basically a missed call, and what it's saying is that we have a missed call. And in a second, it'll leave like a voicemail or what have you. So meanwhile, I got that. And I have my voicemail. Let's see, I have let's go to my text real quick. And there's my text. Those are two messages, right? Boom. Hey, Lateef, Kate here from blah, blah, blah. And you got that, right? So you got your message there. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't use voicemail. And I'm going to tell you that is something that a lot of people don't use. Now it shows right here, T-Mobile transcribing. So it's working at transcribing it, but let me go ahead and hit it real quick. And I'm going to play it for you. Let's play that.
Hi there, this is Kate from Boss Up Solutions. I'm reaching out to see if you are ready to get started regarding the roofing project.
All right, so that voicemail got left, everything got done. Boom, if I look down here, I'm back to this wait stage here, it looks like, where, well, no, actually not. Let's go and refresh it. I apologize. That wait is only for a few seconds, as you remember. And it looks like I'm all the way up here at wait for 2 days. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to respond positively to the text message. Now, remember, you're going to have to manually move somebody who calls or emails back at the moment. We can get into some more complex stuff, but I'm going to try to keep it simple here. So I'm going to say, yes, I'm interested, right? So let's go ahead and let's back out of here real quick, guys. Let's go to our messages and we'll go to all real quick. You can see where it sent these messages to me and I'm about to send on this. I just hit send and you're going to see it pop up. So yes, I'm interested. Now remember, we had a 2-day rule where it forks if you say yes. Now we didn't say no. We haven't set any actions there. We didn't say nothing because we're forwarding the 2 days. What we did was we said yes. And then I had it waiting for half a minute, if I recall. We put it in for half a minute, and then we're going to start continuing forward down this pipeline. So let's take a look at what it's going to go ahead and message me now. So the message should be coming up. There it is. Sounds great. Would you like to schedule a time here now for us to connect? I could probably improve that language, guys. I'm sorry. I'm making the video and thinking copyright. I am going to tell you one thing. If you're building these up, figure out your flow, then go do your messages. Don't get too caught up in your message. I even, like a lot of times when I do it, I just say first email, first text, ask if they want an appointment. I don't get into detail because it's hard to shift between your process and your copyright. So stick in one lane. You're going to do much better. It's going to come out much better in the end. All right. So let's go ahead and reply to this. So I'm going to say, yeah, I would like that. Or yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Exclamation point. We're excited. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So now I put that in there. Now, I don't know how I have my calendar set up. So that's another part of this that you're going to want to set up your calendar, but it's going to look to your calendar to find out times available. Remember, your calendar can synchronize using Google, and it's going to go ahead and ask me here are some of the available days. Great. It's asking me all these days that I'm available. Now you can control that a little bit with your calendar and, block off days and that, so you don't look like you're available every day of the week, right? So, all right, I'm just going to say Thursday works. I'm waiting for it to pop up over here. There it is. Okay. There is a delay. Just so you guys know, if you're testing this, be patient. It will take a second here. And now it's asking me, here's some openings. Thursday, September 7th, 8 a.m. So I'm going to say 4 p.m. works. And you're going to see my message come back over. 4 p.m. works. There you go. And now the next part is you're testing and you seem impatient. I am going to tell you that some of those pauses are planned. They're done because they want it to look like it's taking its time. So yes, that's available. Should we book for Thursday, September 7th at 4 p.m.? And it's got my time zone here, right? So I'm saying, yes, perfect. All right. So essentially, no human involved. And I was able to go ahead and book my appointment, right? So there it is. That delay actually probably has to do with my phone carrier, not so much the BUMS.AI. Great, you're confirmed. Boom, right? We're confirmed. So now what we might want to do is take that and put it as a win. We did that already, but maybe we want to shift it to a different pipeline. That'd be cool. So we can do things like that. For example, what I mean by that is this. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to, let's go check out our pipeline real quick. So let's see if what we did worked. So you can see no one's on this pipeline, but see this little blue dot, there's a filter. Let's get rid of that open filter. And what we should see, oh, I'm in demo, my bad. Let me go to rehash. There I am, and it shows me as a 1 status. See that 1? That means that you've already won this appointment. Now, if I wanted to, what I could do is kick this guy over, would be cool. And I was just thinking about this as we're going. I'm going to throw it into my Mosey method, and I'm going to put it into the property report. What I want to do is, as soon as somebody booked, I want to maybe send them a property report on their address if I can. And I would require their address to do that. Now, being that this is a rehash program, I should have their address. And this is why I'm telling you, you got to start thinking a little bit further ahead, because if you don't have the address, then the property report's really not going to make a lot of sense, right? So now, because I'm going to rehash knowing that I have their address in this case, what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and first make sure that Lateef's got a address. And you see that I'm already in there, actually. I already have this address in here. What would happen is if I created something simple and I added to that pipeline, I could go ahead and I would then be able to hit my hail trace button, and I should be able to look up my property report and I'm able to see my damages or whatever. Now that's for me as the contractor. And as far as the end user, I can go ahead and create some sort of automation that says, hey, just meanwhile, I just want to share this with you, some information to have on hand, etc. Right? Could be cool. Not saying to do that, but putting that in there as something you can do. But you saw how easy that was. And we were able to build our yes branch of our automation. So going back to our automation, guys, I'm in Rehash 2 here. We've now built our yes branch out, and we've actually used a little hint of AI. It's not super intelligent, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's definitely good though, and it books. I know a client who booked 52 appointments in a week using that automation. 52 appointments without a single human intervention. Next, we're gonna get started on no, and the more common one when people don't answer. But I'm gonna show you how this all gets stitched together. So hopefully that was helpful, and tune in for the next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, etc. That really helps us. Let us know what you think. Share your comments. Love to hear back. Thanks.